this video how a CKD patient with diabetes facing the daunting reality of dialysis was able to achieve full remission from CKD and an improvement in GFR of 45 points. Yes, you heard me right, 45 points. Catherine here, I'm a doctor in natural medicine and I work with kidney patients a lot, really a lot. I've seen the struggles, the uphill battles, the determination it takes to overcome CKD. But let me tell you, the cornerstone of every successful holistic treatment for kidney patients comes down to one thing: the diet. And today, I'm about to share with you the most powerful, simple, and easy to follow dietary plan I've ever come across in my entire career. Take a good look at it, maybe even a screenshot, because this is the exact diet that got a patient with type 2 diabetes, proteinuria, hypertension, hyperphosphatemia, and stage 2 chronic kidney disease out of CKD. His GFR, the main indicator of kidney function, jumped from 45 to 90 in less than 5 months. And guys, that's not even the most impressive results this man obtained with his new diet. He also completely reversed his proteinuria. As we can see, his ACR decreased from 414.3 to 26.8 milligrams per gram. To put that in perspective, this is like saying he went from the red here, which means let's find out which dialysis clinic is closer to home, to the green here, which means let's find out which tropical destination to enjoy on the next holiday. And here's the best part, you can do this too. Today I'm sharing the exact blueprint that made this incredible transformation possible. So, how did this patient pull off such as an epic kidney recovery? Well, with the magical powers of the diet you see here. Now, this is his actual diet. They publish it along with the data about this patient. So today, we will examine it in the details. Because guys, there is a simple trick they use to make this diet work wonders for this patient. Seriously, once you see what they did to get these jaw-dropping results, it might just change your life. Have you ever found the simple trick here? Let's break this down. So the way this diet works is, the first column here, these are foods that are encouraged. And when I say encourage, I mean show your face with this daily until your kidneys stop hating you. We're talking about veggies, potatoes, whole grains, raw fruits, flax seeds, chia seeds, you know, the kinds of foods that make your insides do a little happy dance. For example, his breakfast, oatmeal with fruit and flaxseed. Yep, oatmeal, my personal favorite and something I recommend to all my patients. And it's not just that. I also eat oatmeal with fruit almost every day. Eating oatmeal regularly has huge benefits. This is one of the few foods that will cause your lab test reports to look different if you eat it every day. And not just because eating oatmeal will literally extract excess cholesterol from your blood. Also because this superfood fights diabetes. Seriously, unless you're allergic or just have a deep-seated fear of breakfast food, there is no reason in the world not to eat oatmeal every single day. Now, since I always recommend rolled oats, some of you oatmeal aficionados have been sliding into the comments asking if steel cut oats or, in alternative, overnight cold oatmeal are just as good. What's the difference between rolled oats and steel cut oats, you ask? Besides sounding like a medieval artifact, steel cut oats are less processed. They are made just by chopping whole oat groats into smaller pieces. That's it, which is great from a health standpoint. But they also take way more time to cook than regular rolled oats. In any case, if you have the time to cook them, which is up to 30 minutes, and you like the taste, absolutely choose steel cut oats. Me, I'm a rolled oats kind of person because, well, life is short, and as someone that works all day and sometimes doesn't even have the time to cook, having a healthy option that only takes minutes to prepare is great. However, it doesn't mean you can't choose steel cut oats or even overnight cold oatmeal. Overnight cold oatmeal is made by combining your rolled oats with your preferred milk alternative, some fruits and seeds the night before you eat them. The reason for that? Since some vitamins are destroyed by it, preparing your oatmeal this way will give you a little bit more B vitamins, which is always a good thing. But keep in mind that the health benefits associated with oats that were observed in studies mostly happen with rolled oats, alright? So in short, doesn't really matter which way of preparing oats you prefer as long as you avoid instant oats, those coming with added sugar and preservatives. And don't forget to add some flax meal on top. Just like oats, this has become a standard recommendation for a renal diet because its incredible anti-inflammatory properties. Seriously, as someone who lives and breathes dietary advice, nothing brings me more joy than when a simple food can change lab test results. And flax meal, just like oatmeal, is one of those foods. Now, when it came to fruits, there were no forbidden fruits in this man's diet. That's right, no fruit was left behind. He just stuck to what was most available each season, which makes sense because who needs to hunt down a mango in the dead of winter? But those of you with diabetes may want to focus on some low-calorie fruit options. So question, what fruits are low in calories, taste like heaven and have great health benefits? One prime example is the watermelon. I love watermelons. Now that they're in season, you might catch me hoarding them like they're going out of style. Best part is that you can eat a big slice of watermelon whenever you want with zero guilt. But how is it possible that a fruit that tastes so sweet is also a diabetes destroyer? I mean, isn't everything deliciously sweet supposed to make your insulin spike or something like that? Well, you should ask the patient that literally cured his diabetes by eating all the fruit you can eat, how much his insulin spikes when he eats watermelon. Wait, you can't. He doesn't have diabetes anymore. Let me break it down for you. Low-calorie, nutrient-rich foods like watermelon are amazing. I mean, you get a ton of fiber, vitamins, then there is the lycopene that protects the heart and kidneys, and all that with very little calories. Yep, the huge watermelon slice you have just eaten is mostly water. And then, cherry on top, you're full now. So, pro tip, eat it before anything else. It's like filling up on nature's dessert and leaving zero room for junk food. And that's why even if this patient had diabetes and slightly high potassium, he was prescribed a diet with as much watermelon in it as he wanted. And did you know they also make squared watermelons in Japan? Have you ever tried one of these? I bet they taste amazing. Another fruit that's sweet but low in calories is the prickly pear. Have you ever tried one of these? Right now, you should be able to find them in abundance, and let me tell you, they're nutritional gold. Not just because they have just around 30 calories per 100 grams, just like watermelons, which is great. Also because the prickly pear has powerful medicinal properties. They are in fact known for their ability of reducing the accumulation of fat in the liver, especially in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Since NAFLD has a similar cause as diabetes, it often tags along with diabetes, which is a double whammy because when your liver can't detox properly, guess who's stuck doing overtime? Your kidneys, and they hate overtime. Now, let's talk about another fruit with unsuspected benefits for diabetes that's super low in calories and in season right now, the peach. So, if 100 grams of watermelon have 30 calories, peaches have 39 calories, which is great. In fact, for example, bananas have around 100 calories for 100 grams and avocados 160 calories per 100 grams, which means that peaches have less than half the calories in bananas and 1/4 the calories in avocados. And peaches also have a unique property. They help lower a hormone called angiotensin II, which raises your blood pressure. Peaches work a bit like nature's herbs, but without that laundry list of side effects that come with these meds. Not to mention that peaches actually have compounds that help reduce insulin resistance. So yeah, they're sweet, but they're working hard behind the scenes to make your life easier. And that's why this man was able to completely stop diabetes in its tracks without even have to follow a calorie-restricted diet. Now guys, here's the thing about this man's kidney saving diet. What he is avoiding is probably even more important than what he is eating. Let's go back to the diet that improved GFR by 45 points. I mean, that's not just a recovery, that's a comeback so hard it needs its own theme music. And as I was saying, while what he is eating is amazing, what he's not eating, that's the real game changer here. Now, in the column in the middle, there are foods he must avoid completely. Let's take a look, but let's go beyond the obvious. I'm not talking about meat and dairy here. All that stuff is forbidden, of course, but that's not the easy trick I was mentioning. Nope, the simple trick they used to resurrect this guy from the clutches of CKD is hiding in plain sight. Oh, and did I mention, this patient also managed to get rid of his need for insulin in just 4 days. Yeah, you heard me right, not months, days. He also got rid of a pharmacy's worth of meds faster than you can say He also got rid of a pharmacy's worth of meds faster than you can say hydrochlorothiazide. Oh, and by the way, the man dropped 60 pounds. So let's play detective here. Which of these no-no foods do you think was the secret to all this magic? Let's see what he is avoiding. Added pure fats like oils, butter, and margarine? Gone. Vegan fake meats? That's junk food. Also gone. Refined flours? Obvious. Bye-bye. Sugary foods? Duh. No candy, snacks, or cookies. Sodas and sugary drinks? Outta here. But here's the plot twist. Which of these enemies of the state played the biggest role in his miraculous turnaround? Is it refined flour? Is it sugary sodas? Plot twist. It's none of them. Okay guys, back to the diet that restored 45 GFR points and destroyed proteinuria in a patient with diabetes, high blood pressure, and CKD. As I was saying, this man is avoiding everything, high in protein and phosphorus, and also added pure fats, high sugar foods, and drinks. But there is one thing in here that made his success with diabetes and CKD possible, and it's not high sugar foods and drink. In fact, when we take a look at the foods in the orange box here, the foods he must limit but not avoid, we can also see that foods with added sweeteners are present in here. But wait, you say, this guy still eats stuff like maple syrup and fruit juice and lost 60 pounds? How, you ask? No, he wasn't on some starvation diet. In fact, he didn't even bother with portion control. He used the same cheat code I use when I want the pounds melt away like a snowman in July without actually feeling like I'm on a diet. And it is completely eliminating added pure fats. These foods you see here are your biggest enemy when you want to lose weight. Oils of any kind, butter, margarine. So if your goal is improving your insulin resistance and lose weight, this kind of diet always works. Still not convinced? Take a look at this. 200 calories of melon. It's basically a feast fit for a king. 200 calories of oil. It's just a drop. If this isn't crystal clear by now, let me spell it out. The only thing standing between you and weight loss is the number of calories you consume. But your stomach, it doesn't know the difference between 50 calories of fresh fruit and 500 calories of fried despair. It just knows how full it feels, and trust me, that drop of oil ain't filling up anything but your arteries. Yeah, that's why I have recommended this simple trick to many patients, and it always works. Except, for times when it doesn't. Let's see why. For some people, even the right diet is not enough. Let's see. What if nothing works for weight loss? Alright guys, let's talk about the ultimate diabetes nightmare scenario. You're doing everything right, plant-based diet, no sugar, no fried foods, no added fats, no processed flour, and still somehow the only thing shedding pounds is your patients. Yeah, this can happen. I mean, there are people out there that are on Ozempic and they still can't lose weight. Even worse, I had a patient whose doctor was refusing treatment unless they were able to shed some weight first. So this person came to me. They said, "Catherine, I don't know what to do. I'm on a plant-based diet. I eat no sugar, no fried foods, no added fats, no processed grains. It has been 3 months, not a single pound of weight loss. What should I do?" Nothing worked for them, and of course, it was their fault, right? Yes, their doctor, because doctors can be so helpful sometimes, was basically like, "Well, if you're not gonna put in the effort, don't expect me to help." You know, because blame shifting is the ultimate medical breakthrough, right? And I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a huge violation of the very principles on which medicine is based. Just saying. I mean, when did blame the patient become part of the Hippocratic Oath? I don't think it is. In fact, when this patient came to me, I was not looking for a way to shift the blame on them. No, I knew they were a CKD stage 4 patient, so the very first thing I asked was not, "What are you eating?" but it was, "How high is your PTH level?" And no, I didn't ask the patient that. I asked their lab tests. And guys, this is important. So if you have CKD and you are struggling to lose weight, pay attention to this part. What having high PTH or parathyroid hormone on your labs means is that your thyroid is not performing as well as it should. This is very common in CKD patients because it goes by CKD itself. And when your thyroid is on strike, it's taking your metabolism, energy, and your hopes of ever fitting into your favorite genes with it. So yeah, if your PTH levels are high, your body has basically hit the pause button on everything, including weight loss. Welcome to the CKD weight loss funhouse, where nothing makes sense and every mirror makes you look like a potato. But hey, don't worry, it's not your fault. It's your thyroid's fault. So, 2 very important points to be made here. First of all, if you have kidney disease, always get your thyroid checked, especially if your phosphate levels are high. Second point, thyroid problems are treatable. There are medications that can help, levothyroxine for example. And I know, you think your doctor will have already checked that, but what if they don't? Because keep in mind that 60% or more of CKD patients with a thyroid condition are never diagnosed. And if your thyroid issues are hiding in plain sight, imagine what else CKD is screwing up without your doctor doing a thing about it. Guys, in the end, it's up to you to take control, because waiting around for someone else to figure it out, well, let's just say it doesn't always end up like for the patient of today's video. But don't worry, I have just made a video to show you exactly how to take control of your own health and find out what complications may be messing with it. It's up here and also down in the description. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Ciao!